In the name of Allah, the most loving, caring and beneficent. Welcome, dear students, to your online classes. Today, our topic is use of has, have and had. First, I will give you the introduction of the topic with examples, and after that we will solve the exercises given in your textbook. Let's start from the use of has and have. We use has and have to show the possession of something or place in the present tense. Whenever we have to show the possession of something, that this thing belongs to that person, so for that belonging we use the word has and have in the present tense. And same is for the place, as he has a fine camera. So here the possession of camera is shown by the word has, that this belongs to him. Here the possession of a place is shown, I have a garden. So this garden belongs to me. So that's why for that belonging, for that possession, we have used the word have. I have a garden. The rule which I have told you about use of has and have is same for had, but here only the change is of tense, because we use had for the past tense. We use had to show the possession of something or place in the past tense, as he had a dog. So this dog belongs to him. Dog is possessed by him. So the word had is here to show that possession, but in the past tense. Next is he had a house. So this house belongs to him, but not belongs to him, that belonged to him, because it was in the past tense. So had is showing the possession, but in the past tense. Now we will see that among has, have and had, which word is used with which pronoun. Firstly, we will talk about has. Has we use with he, she, it and any singular subject, as he has a car, she has a beautiful house, this is a chair and it has 4 legs. With it we also use has. Sarah has a painting. Sarah here is singular, that's why we have used has. So next is have. We use have with I, we, they, you and any plural subject. For plurals and for these pronouns, these 4 pronouns, we use have. I have a pen. We have many dresses. You have a car. They have some honey. The boys have a few books. Here the boys are plural, so that's why we have used have with them. Next is had. We use had with all the subjects in the past. For the past tense, with all subjects, with all pronouns, we use the word had, as I had a camera, he had a cat, you had a cycle, they had new toys, we had no hound, and the girls had new dresses. So here for all the pronouns we have used the word had for the past tense. So after learning the use of has, have and had, we will learn how to make negative sentences with these 3 words. First we will learn the method. We use no, not after has and have and had. as the beggar has no sticks. The horses have not 3 hoofs. We had not any cannons. Here in the first sentence we have used no, and in the other 2 sentences we have used not, because for the sticks we don't know the quantity, we have used no. So where the quantity of the noun is not given, we will use no, and here in the other 2 sentences 3 hoofs and any cannons. So here the quantity of the noun is given, that's why we have used not in these sentences. So write this very important note that we use not if the quantity is given, and we use no if the quantity is not given. Let's talk about interrogative sentences, that how we will form interrogative sentences. Its method is we use has, have and had before the subject of the sentence. Before the subject of the sentence we use the helping verbs to form interrogative sentences. So same we will do for has, have and had. Has the king a crown on his head? Have you some money? Or had she a nice dress? So we used has, have and had in the start of the sentence to form interrogative sentences. Next is double interrogative sentences, that how we can make double interrogative sentences with these words. Firstly, its method. We put interrogative pronouns which are why, where, when, what, who, how, whose in the start of the sentence, and then we put has, have or had before the subject. So in the double interrogative sentences, firstly we use the WH words which are interrogative pronouns, then we will put has, have or had, and after that we will write subject and the remaining part of the sentence. As why have they a camera? Why is a WH word, that is interrogative pronoun. Then we have used the word have, and then they is subject. So this is the procedure for double interrogative sentences. Where has he a horse? Why had the blind beggar a lamp? So now, after learning the rules and the making and formation of the sentences, it's the turn for exercise. Firstly, we will do the exercise of has and have. First sentence is, लड़कों के पास चंद किताबें हैं. The boys have a few books. So the boys is plural, that's why we have used have. The boys have a few books. मेरे बटवे में कुछ भी नहीं. I have nothing in my purse. कुत्ते के गले में खूबसूरत पट्टा है. The dog has a beautiful collar around its neck. हमारे पास गैर मुल्की रेडियो सेट है. We have a foreign radio set. तुम्हारे पास कलम क्यों नहीं है? Why have you no pen? So see, this is the double interrogative sentence. Firstly, we have used WH word. Next is have, and the next word is you, which is subject. So this is the double interrogative sentence. Why have you no pen? क्या हिरन की 4 टांगें नहीं होती? Has the deer not 4 legs? So here the quantity of the noun is given. That's why we have used the word not in the negative sentence. इन औरतों के पास जेवर नहीं है. These women have no ornaments. इस गरीब लड़के के पास जूता नहीं है. This poor boy has no shoe. Here the quantity of the shoe is not given. That's why we have used the word no for negative sentence. क्या तुम्हारे दोस्त के पास घड़ी नहीं है? Has your friend no watch? हमारे पास नया मकान है. We have a new house. अमीर आदमी बड़ा बाग रखता है. The rich man has a big garden. क्या आपके पास लाइसेंस है? Have you license? क्या बढ़ई के पास आरी नहीं है? Has the carpenter no saw? लोहार के पास हथौड़ा नहीं है. The blacksmith has no hammer. क्या मुसाफिरों के पास सामान नहीं है? Have the passengers no luggage? So this was the exercise for has and have. Now move forward towards the exercise related to had. Had we have read that it is used to show the possession but in the past tense. So here in all Urdu sentences you can see that they are ending on थी, पिस्तौल ना था, license नहीं रखता था. So these are all showing the possession but in the past tense. So that's why we will use had for them. किसान के पास दरांती ना थी. The farmer had no sickle. तुम्हारे भाई के पास पिस्तौल ना था. Your brother had no pistol. हमारा नौकर बंदूक का लाइसेंस नहीं रखता था. Our servant had no license of gun. उनके पास एक नया हल था. They had a new plow. अंधे फकीर के पास लैंप क्यों नहीं था? Why had the blind beggar no lamp? क्या घोड़ा लगाम और जीन रखता था? Had the horse bridle and saddle? नन्ही के पास एक अजीब गुड़िया थी. नन्ही had a strange doll. असगर के पास कितने लड्डू थे? How many tops had असगर? हमारे पास कोई शिकारी कुत्ता ना था. We had no hounds. क्या इस शहर का घंटा घर था? Had this city clock tower? इस दरिया पर पुल क्यों ना था? Why had this river no bridge? So see, that is a double interrogative sentence. First we have used the word WH word, which is interrogative pronoun why, then had, and after that subject, which is this river, and after that we have put the whole sentence no bridge, or the object of the sentence. Why had this river no bridge? सिपाही वर्दी क्यों नहीं रखता था? Why had the soldier no uniform? गार्ड के पास दो झंडियाँ थीं. The guard had two flags. खिलाड़ियों के पास सामान ना था. The players had no luggage. क्या उस गाय के सींग ना थे? Had this cow no horns? So this was all about use of has, have and had. So our next topic for today is letter writing. You have already done 2 of your letters. Today we have to do letter number 3, which is write a letter to your sister congratulating her on her success in the exams. So you have to congratulate your sister for her success in the exams. Let's start the reading of the letter. You have already done the method to write or the pattern in the previous lectures, but let me revise that for you. You will write examination hall and E for examination and hall, H for hall will be capital, and you will put a comma after that. City A dot B dot C dot, all the three letters A, B and C will be capital. March 29, 2021, you will put a comma after the date. 29 as it is shown in front of you. Dear sister, and you will put comma after that. Your letter brought the happy news of your excellent result in the final examination of class 9th. Here you can see that you are actually writing the reply of her letter in which she has told you about her success. So your letter brought is the second form of bring. Your letter brought the happy news of your excellent result, which is in the final examination of class 9. I am very happy to learn that you have stood first in your class and maintained your position. So here you are showing your happiness for her success, that she stood first in her class and maintained her position means in the previous years she has also got first position and now she has carried on and onwards she is maintaining her position. I am very proud of you. You are feeling proud on that and telling her that you feel proud for her on her success. You have always been a hard-working student and I hope you will work even harder next year as the competition will be quite hard. So you are telling her, you are appreciating her that she is always a hard-working student. She has been always a hard-working student and hoping for the best in future, that she will work more harder than that because the competition in the coming years are getting harder and harder. Accept my heartiest congratulations on your success. So again you are congratulating her that accept my congratulations for your success. Pay my compliments to Naila and other friends. So you are giving good wishes, best wishes for her and also for her friends. After that you will write, as it is in the pattern, whenever you write a letter to your father, to your mother, to your sister or brother, you write yours affectionately X dot Y dot Z dot. You will put a comma after affectionately. So this was the letter. I have read it for you because it is given in your textbook. You can even though write more sentences, you can add creative writing in that. You can write it on your own will. You can add some sentences to it or you can change them. It is up to you, but the pattern of the letter should be same. So we have completed our today's lecture. Today we have discussed use of has, have and had. We have done its exercises and also we have learnt letter number 3. So now I am assigning you the home task of that. Firstly, you have to learn and practice exercises which are given on your book, page number 72 and 73, related to use of has and have and had. And also you have to learn letter number 3. So, Fi Aman Allah, thank you so much and best of luck.